Hey, everybody. So I'm here with RJ. Um, let me pull up your guys's. I was reading one of your guys' comments in mid sentence when I was saying I'm here with RJ. So sorry about that. Didn't Marlene say years ago that she was the one that took the video of the milk jug end of April 2021? I remember hearing that. I can't remember where. Hmm.
I heard that as well, but
Oh,
it
really?
was I believe Grandma uh, said it was her taking the photo because Candace was driving. The video, not the photo. My
Yeah,
apologies.
that was always my impression, but I don't know. I don't remember hearing that, but about Marlena, she yeah, I guess she's upset or whatever. And I don't think that I said anything that's worth any really her getting upset with us any different than the norm. She just happened to come up at the beginning of the live, and I think that's where it got her attention. Um, But anyways, guys, hey Carla, there's hubby, Miss Justice, Peggy, Jessica, um, K Town, Bittersweet, Carolyn. Hey everybody, sorry if I missed anybody's names, but we're just gonna have a discussion. I guess like yesterday, a Summer Wells discussion, but also in reference talking about last night's live and also whatever else comes up. It's just a free
Hmm.
for all up in here.
Well,
um
we did target tonight to be about the live last night to see if there was because you did at the same time. At least I was hoping to have because I watched it live. I kept my opinion. I kept my comments primarily out of the chat last night. That way I wasn't like reacting to anything or anything like that and could have a conversation and
right.
if there was an opportunity to expand on anything that was said or anything that may have needed to be a little clarification, not a change, let's be clear, not a change in what was said, but clarify. Maybe there was something, a piece of information that was not said that, oh, I should have said this.
Oh yeah,
Even though
I'm
you do
sure.
plan even though you do plan on having a second a conversation with her,
Yeah,
you know,
you didn't get it. You guys didn't get to listen to it yet. It's pretty good
it was
overall.
good. It had information that had never been said.
Uh-oh, it keeps dropping RJ for some reason. And hey, pretty sweet pea. I don't know why it keeps dropping you, RJ.
I didn't see that it did.
Yeah, I just dropped you. I had to just add you back again while we were in the
Oh
mid of you
wow.
talking. Yeah, I hope it doesn't keep doing that. That will be irritating because that's the second time it's happened. I wonder. I don't know.
My
Hmm.
signal strength on my side is good. I'm on
No, I'm
a
sure it's
on
not anything to do with your computer or anything that's going on with you. I'm sure it's just
excuse me. Sorry
something
about
with
that.
I'm sure it's something with Restream is the thing. I'm sure it's probably nothing you could do.
Hmm.
It ran to a drug debt. Yeah. So what was there certain things that you wanted to comment on, RJ? Like I do know you messaged me about one thing
Hmm.
that you didn't say like expand on it or anything, but you had mentioned you were talking about a barn, but I didn't know if you want to talk about that yet or
Well, we can start with that if you want.
okay.
It was interesting that you guys had picked up on or were talking about barns in the area last night.
Yeah.
We also were talking yesterday, and what we're saying is the pre-stream, the pre-premiere, when we were live. Um,
Yep.
there was I said that never said this online. I said this directly to somebody when on the June 15th, the 1 year anniversary, which we had said, or at least I had said that we had crossed paths. You didn't know me then, wouldn't have known me for nothing.
Mm-mm.
Um,
I
Um,
still wouldn't, like, unless I heard you speak, in person, that's
you
the only
wouldn't
way.
you wouldn't have known me even then. My chat, I was actually at that point, I was part of somebody else's channel, just like I participate with you. Um, and that person that found out or realized I had intuitive abilities, I'll put it that way. Um, this is going that far back that it no longer exists. The person got into YouTube trouble, ban, whole 9 yards. So they're no longer existing.
Dang, I'm
But
curious who this person is. You'll have to tell me
I
later.
yeah, I'll tell you later. I don't think you would know the person.
Okay.
Um, it was me and a person that had become one of my mods, and
Mm.
because I don't drive,
Mhm.
I only ever was going on of what information came to me either through grapevine or intuitive or what I could research. And when I
Right.
say either intuitive or grapevine, I didn't go just off of what they were telling me. I actually researched to the best of my ability to find out that information that I put out there on my channel.
Yep.
And and on the day, I apologize for being long-winded. I'll get there.
Oh,
One
you're
second.
fine.
On the 1 year anniversary, a person that became, yes, Miss Justice would know the person. A
Oh,
person that it's not her, but it is. She would know who it is. Um, the person that actually went around Kingsport with me on the first, because let's be honest, the bus services do not get to all these nooks and crannies places that you would need to get into. Um,
nor
we
is it
went
very
drive.
convenient. But
The buses are convenient, but they're very general routed. So
right,
I can get the
I guess I mean, like, yeah,
I can
it
get the
isn't overly,
stores.
yes.
Right. I can get to stores. I can get to doctors. I can get to the hospital if I need to. But they're not going to. It's not turn by turn. If they're going to get you into this exact spot, you may have to walk a little bit.
Right.
But the channel. Anyway. So we went driving around after we went to the horse pond area, and it was more of to the credit of the person that did take me around. She
Ah, it dropped him again. I wonder if he can hear me. I hope he can hear me. Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. I
Okay,
can hear
yeah.
you. It
So when it
dropped
drops
you.
you, I tell you so you know. So
No,
okay.
it dropped you, and that's where I paused, and then it dropped me. So there's something going on with the stream. Maybe
Oh
probably
yeah.
it's restream. Um, but what I was saying was that it very graciously took me around to the places that I had not seen, and allowed me to have that first impression. And get that impression the first time seeing the area or the exact area, even though I'm familiar with the area. Um, Hang on, let me move my phone so it stops vibing and you hear it.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, I'm trying to. I was trying to pull up while you're doing that Google Earth Studio, which it looks like they changed things since the last time I was on it. Now it's like trying to get me to. Usually it would log me right in, but okay.
I'm kind of glad that Fred's in the audience. Is he there at the house or is he out and about?
He is not right here this second, but he's probably listening. Are
Okay.
you? I was thinking about pulling up a map. Are you talking about the
Beach Creek
barn?
Road area.
Okay. I was
And,
trying,
and, and
but he should be lit. Fred, are you listening? If you are, can you say something in the comments? But
I'm going to actually, this is going to be a question towards him in a moment, since he's more familiar with Beach Creek Road area than I am. That's why I'm
hmm.
putting this out. You know, with my intuitive ability, one of the goals of being there on the 1 year anniversary, I actually sat in the cemetery that's across the road. And I just sat there and just listened. For those that have intuitive abilities, I'm not trying to be all about that right now. I'm just saying that you understand when you go to a cemetery, can be very intense. You get a lot of impressions. You got a lot of things happening on that most people cannot experience.
Right. By the way, Fred's right here too, so he's listening in, like next to me. So if he needs to chime in, or if
So, Fred, if you're going down Beach Creek Road, down towards Goshen Valley Fire Department, I don't believe you go that far. I know it's past the church where they did the staging. There's a barn. It's aged. The wood is aged. It's not like a brick barn or anything. It's wood barn. I'd say 2 stories tall. It sits about 60 yards off of Beach Creek Road. Do you generally know the cross street that I'm talking about?
Let's see. You're saying he's thinking. So you're saying when you're on Beach Creek going towards Goshen Valley, or towards Goshen, what did you say?
Goshen Valley.
That'd be lower end of Beach Creek.
And
it'll be on your right-hand side, about 60 yards off of Beach Creek Road. It's a barn. It's aged wood. It's been there, I'd say, at least 20 years.
I think it's a Simpsons property.
Where is he talking about? Like,
I think he's talking about right before you get to Goshen Valley Road off of Beach Creek. There's a barn sits off the road. Right
Goshen
there,
Valley Road and Beach Creek. Okay, let me see. I'll try to pull it up on this.
I think
you're not sharing yet, but just let you know.
School teacher used to own it.
Yeah, I was trying. I know. I'm not. I was trying to get it working because it's not.
I think a school teacher used to own it.
A school teacher. Let's see.
Happy Blue. No, the Goshen Valley Fire Department that I'm speaking of is on Beach Creek Road. Beach Creek Road actually goes quite a while and has some twists in the road. At one point, when you go down it so far, it does change names, but this is before. It's after the church where they use as a staging area. Fred will know exactly what that means. And it's the Free Will Baptist Church. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's going past there towards Goshen Valley.
I'm trying to think if he's talking about the upper end of Beach Creek or the lower end of Beach Creek. Because Goshen Valley, you can get to Goshen Valley from either end of the creek.
Oh, which way? So he's saying you can get there from going either direction on Beach Creek. So he's trying to think of which direction you're actually talking about for sure. I'm trying to pull up this freaking map and look at it. It's like circling and circling, which is irritating. So wonder if let's see, is RJ still there? It dropped him again.
I mean, I'm trying to, if he's talking about west end of Beach Creek, that would be the barn I'm thinking about down there was Judy Simpson's.
On the west end?
Huh.
So if you were coming off of Ben Hill Road, you make a left, you go past the church that was the staging area.
What I was talking about.
Yeah, that's where. Okay, so that's
how far is it from Goshen Valley Road?
I'm not familiar with the cross street. I couldn't remember the cross street because I don't drive. That's what I'm trying to give you as best description I can.
This is Goshen Valley, and let me see. I'm trying to do full screen, or if I can remember how to do it.
The barn I think about that this way.
Right here.
Up just a little bit. It's right in here somewhere. Or was, I think.
No, so this is going to be like cleared from from Beach Creek Road. You can see it. It sits with no problem. There's no tree line or anything. It's open field.
That's McLean Road.
McLean Road's up this way.
Oh, okay. So,
no.
Which way is Beach Creek?
That's Beach Creek area. keep coming this way. McLean's way on up there.
Oh, I don't want McLean. It just told me that this road's McLean when I asked what's here.
Oh. Yeah,
Okay, that's Beach Creek.
That's Beach Creek.
Beach Creek, okay. So let's go to Beach Creek and Ben Hill Road. Okay. Here's Blue House Dawn. We can always find that easily. Mm-hmm. And then if you said turn left off Ben Hill. Correct. And you said back by the staging area.
Right. Go past the church. That was the staging area.
Let me know, Fred, when I'm getting close, getting to that church.
You should be getting to that. Right about
where the staging, or from the staging and stuff for the Summer Wells case.
Oh, it's like a
It was the Free Will Baptist Church in that general area, but I don't remember what the name of it was. I know it was a Free Will Baptist Church.
I think, I'm not for sure.
That does look like a church.
Can't really see it looking upside down. Put my earbuds back in. I can't hardly hear him unless I got my earbuds in, and I'm lagging.
Yeah, that's what people don't understand. It's like Fred can't really hear, because I heard a lot of people, of course, they want to be like, why is Fred never, or why is Ziggy never let Fred talk? You guys, he cannot hear. Like, he is literally deaf. Thankfully, though, Sweet Pielo is sending us something like that her husband had that he doesn't use, that hopefully will help his hearing. So we're hoping, anyways, so what'd you say then? Free Will Baptist?
Right. It's right on Beach Creek Road. I just don't know the name of it. I know it's a Free Will Baptist church that they used as the staging area.
Are you sure? No, it's not going there. That would be at Ben Hill and Fields Road, right? Or Beach Creek and Fields? Would that be at Beach Creek and Fields Road?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mount Carmel Church, where the command center was.
That's what I'm talking of.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. So Fred was right. Yeah, it is right here. Okay.
Okay. So go down past that. Stay on Beach Creek Road. Go down past that.
Yeah. And how?
Before you get to Goshen Valley Fire Department?
Right. It's before you get to Goshen Valley Fire Department. It's a barn that sits about 60 yards off of Beach Creek Road, and there's no tree line to block it.
Is this it?
No, that's the fire department.
There's the fire department
right here. It's got to be up the other way or in that general area. I don't remember exactly where it was. However, was this one in your mind? You can picture it, correct, Fred?
The one of the hunchbacks used to live out here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting that he points this one out. Hold on, let me pull. He dropped again. Unfortunately, it's
okay. I kind of missed I missed a little bit of what you're saying because the whole restream did its thing.
I know.
Where it dropped you, dropped me.
He said, "What were you saying?"
I just said that one.
Oh, so one of the which I hate calling him a hunchback, but I don't know what else to call him. But one of the two of the hunchbacks used to live right around where you're talking about. So.
I never said this on YouTube, but I do have a witness because the person that took me around driving around.
He says, this isn't one of the barns that Donna was talking about, but that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
At all. But that's interesting to find out. It's where to find out from Fred that the one of the two people used to live in this right around here that.
This barn that we're talking about gave me major creep vibes when I was down there.
So she said it was would be a wooden barn, which I think you said wooden.
It is wooden, yes.
And that the doors would be wooden, obviously, and then that there's a Z pattern on the door.
Yep. These are big double doors too.
This one.
Oh.
If it's the one I'm thinking about.
The one Fred's thinking about doesn't have any doors on it, but does the one you're thinking about have doors on it?
I won't say they had doors because it looked like it may have been it could have been a slide type door, you slide closed, but it could also have been the design and it been wide open. I didn't see that move or been being moved. There's nobody
that
around.
side of the road, most likely. Is it on the right hand side of the road?
Yes.
Going down. So
Yes.
let's see.
Is it that?
No. That's Eugene Nims. Here. Well, I think.
But my question though.
Oh, right here. Oh, but you can't see. Can you see it off Beach Creek though?
That's not it.
Oh, that's not it. Okay.
My question was though, and I appreciate you pulling up the map so we could try to show everybody where we're talking about. Is that potentially one of the and Fred did answer because there was somebody that lived there with a hunchback, and you were talking about two different people with a hunchback. This is getting more interesting to me now because the statement I said was that that's got too many entrance and exits to it for somebody to be able to escape from, and I think something could have happened at that barn.
Somebody just sent me a picture of a barn. I don't know where they got it from, but I don't know if that's. Do you know where that's at? I'll have to ask them if they can give me the how. I don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah, if you give me the address to the person that sent me that, I can try to pull it up.
For me, just pull it up on my phone.
Oh, okay. Well, Fred's gonna try to find it on his phone, and then.
It's easier for me to do it.
Okay, honey, hold on.
I got you, Aaron.
Ziggy, let me step away for a moment. I'm getting a phone call, and I don't know it looks like a familiar phone number.
Sorry, my daughter came in for a second. I was talking to her.
If you want more, you can get more.
No, you're fine.
She made us some potatoes. It was so nice of her. It's so cute. Okay. So he was trying to look. He's trying to look on his phone right now, but so this.
No, somebody just called me, and it's a familiar phone number, and I need to answer it to make sure it's not something going on that I need to. But give me just a couple moments here, okay?
Yeah. So for those who were, let's see. Let me get the. Okay, 34. Let me look at this. 61.
Here.
Okay, hold on.
Is it good or?
Yeah, it is.
I want
it's
it
really
more
good.
crispy, but.
Well, I know that's not.
I didn't want to make the hot dogs and onions too crispy.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's this one. Let me see. I don't know where this is at. Hold on. I think I hear. For some reason, it dropped RJ, but he might still be on the call, anyways. So somebody just sent me this, but I don't know. Oh, it's past the fire. This one's past the fire department.
Yeah, I could be spatially, because again, I don't drive. I could be spatially not aware of the right place.
Like I said, this one's 3461 Beach Creek, and it's toward Goshen Valley Road, past the fire department. So let me see if I. Yeah, so that's just a little bit past the fire department.
So it's probably that.
I think that isn't that the fire department. Or wait, I can't. It looks. Maybe. Anyways, I wonder how to do. Map style.
Oh, no, I thought it was 3553.
3553.
Yeah.
3553.
That's where that one lived.
That's pretty close to the one that. Well, I mean, of course, 35.
I don't know if you can see that barn from the road or not. There's a house in between the barn and it.
Yeah, that's it.
The only other barn I know, there's one right past Mount Carmel Church.
Yeah, and you mean past the fire department, or?
Well, it's hard to see it on. See, a lot of these maps ain't been updated either.
Let me go
Ziggy, I
back.
need to step away for just a moment. I realized what that phone call was. Somebody's having
Okay.
problems finding my apartment. I'm just going to mute myself. I'll be
Yeah,
right back.
yeah, go ahead. So this 3461, and then
I can
That-
figure what barn they'd be talking about right there on the right hand side. And
the numbers are getting bigger. So 3461, and you said
unless he's talking about the one before you get the other end of Simpson Loop.
3553.
That's the only one I could maybe figure. This one right here.
I'm seeing how close this barn
This one
is.
right here's the only one I can figure he's talking about. Before you get to the other end of Simpson Loop.
Is this the same one? Is that the same one that she sent? What's the address to that one? I want to know how to do. Oh. I wonder how to do street. Do you guys know how to do street view? I don't see how to do street view on here.
I mean, see, that's Simpson Loop comes out right here.
Actually, I'll just get a
But
different.
that's about the only barn that's right off the road down through there.
Yes, there's a Rolling Hills Drive right there, Mimi Jean. Yeah, right at Rolling Hills Drive. And guess whose house is right there at Rolling Hills Drive in Lone Star? Right there.
Whose is it?
Andy's parents.
Huh. Nonetheless, it's that barn, or in that the area that I'm trying to describe, they're trying to find on Google. That barn gave me a major.
How do I show him?
I didn't screenshot none of it.
I said, how do I show him, or how do I get to it? Let's see. He was asking if this one's it. I'm going to try to hold it up and see. Well,
you can always email me the picture.
Screenshot it.
Well, it's on his phone.
That looks like
so,
it.
Huh?
That looks something like it.
I'm sorry.
That's only barn down through there that I know of on that side. That's right off the road, not too far.
I remember there being doors towards, or what looked like it could be doors towards the middle of it. But
Screenshot it, send it to me.
Okay. Well, for some reason, I can't remember how to. Oh gosh, it dropped him again.
Oh, this is fun.
Oh man, right?
Restream hates me.
Which one?
Or me, one of the two.
Which one you want me to send it to? The picture. Your phone.
Messenger.
Yeah, that'll work.
Let's see. So I was trying to find a Google Earth that I could actually use. That one's Google Earth Studio, but for some reason.
Miss Justice, yes, I did get a major case of the heebie-jeebies, and I said that particular area, specifically to this particular property and barn, I said it was too wide open. It was in a negative way, and I said there was too many escape routes and possibilities to hide or to get away with something going on there. And I was like, I wonder if something happened towards that particular. Like somebody hit somebody or something. I can't tie it to Summer Wells, but I'm saying there's definitely something going on with the barns, and it's not the barn that everybody keeps thinking of, which is if you're on Ben Hill Road, you make a right, it's up on your right. It was the opposite direction of that.
Okay, so I just sent you. Let's see. I just sent you.
I see it.
61.
No, this is grayer. This wasn't like a brown. This was grayer in the wood color.
Okay. Well, I finally got Google Earth like working. So here's this one that somebody just sent me. Let me.
Which is the one I think you were just pointing out to me a little bit ago when
Yeah,
that Google Earth
or
up.
I mean, there's just very few down through there.
Right. It just like I said, I'm not familiar with that area enough.
Fire department.
That's it.
this one's
That's
it.
Yeah.
That's Larry Copus's property.
Larry Copus's property
Yeah.
is
I don't remember the fence being there, but I remember that barn. That's the barn.
And he used to own that same property that Andy Paul Morgan's brother owns.
huh. So that Andy Paul, you know that Andy Paul that used to have that trailer on Don's property, the one that everybody was trying to we found out his last name is actually Morgan. Everybody was trying to figure out who this guy was, this Andy Paul that lived there. Anyways, he has a brother who, what'd you say? He purchased, or he used to own a place that Andy Paul's brother owned or something like that. But you know.
See, no, I'm wrong. That's a little bit farther. That's just a little bit farther down. I don't know who owns that piece.
You don't know who owns this one? This one's different. This one says 3461.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who owns that in there.
I'm
2 driveways down.
The putt man is
The one that owns the putt.
oh, interesting. So right there, so one thing that is interesting for sure.
That driveway up and 2 more driveways down.
Okay, show me which way to go here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not even moving. It's like staying in the same place. Okay.
Yeah, it's because of the view you were on, probably.
I'm live. Okay, so go. Here's one. Oh, is it on the left here?
No, it's on the right.
Oh, okay.
See, it's actually right back in here. He owns all back in behind this barn and stuff here. But his driveway goes in right down here about where his tree is along the road. But it goes in this way. The one that owns Putt Putt in Kingsport.
Okay, the putt place that the boys went to. So just like right here at this house coming up.
No, it's on this side of the
road.
Where his tree is right there.
I wish it would let me move faster than freaking.
If you were to back the view out at a street view and do it that way, it would be quicker. But that's about the only way.
Any house coming up on the right. Is the person who owns the putt
in Kingsport.
But now my computer. What the hell is going on with freaking Restream? Here's RJ again, and it dropped me too.
Oh yeah, this was really hard this time. It was just both of us were completely gone. The only thing that was there was, and it looked like it was trying to load, was the Google Maps here.
Well, I was going back to that barn.
My point.
Yeah, go ahead.
Somebody said we have no sound.
Huh? We do
Somebody's
now.
saying we have no sound.
That was earlier. We do now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I heard us. So my point was that there's definitely, like, I got bad vibes, bad feelings about this one particular barn that something could have at one point in time. I'm not saying it's attached to Summer Wells. I'm saying that there's something with the barns in general in that area that I don't know if things were being run through them. I don't know what it was, but it was there's something up with the barns. And it was so ironic to me that you guys, I never put that information out there because I could never prove anything about the barns. But you guys were saying, talking about the barns last night. And I just wanted to touch on that a little bit, that there is a lot of bad vibes going on in that area. They are there.
Yeah, so right here, let me see. Of course, we're not going to be able to go down. It'd be amazing if we could go down Ben Hill Road in straight view. But the ones that, so when Donna said in her reading, for those who, I know not everybody believes in psychics and stuff, and it's okay for us to have different opinions and stuff. So please keep that opinions, like, if you're not interested in the topic, it's okay if you don't watch tonight. But anyways, Ben Hill Road. When Donna said in her reading that when she immediately said Candace turns the wrong way out of her driveway, that was really interesting. That's something that she said in her reading. And that means I immediately was like, okay, me and her were like, well, that means she went into the holler then.
She turned right out of her driveway.
Yeah, because usually she would go left to get out here to Beach Creek, but she went right. And then she said, and because she's saying this is where like the handoff was. And
when I heard that, I was like, why is she going and trying to go down the trails and the back roads that the private roads? That was my impression when she said that. So anyway.
Oh, and okay, I guess that's 125. I'm trying to just find, is that Simpson Loop right there? Gosh, this is so.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay. Whose property is that? 165. Is your parents?
Yeah.
That's too far, isn't it? Or is that the barn right here?
Let me get right here.
I mean, you should.
I can look up something. Yeah, when you're going in the holler, that's it.
This is the barn right here, right?
Yeah.
We can't see anything, but this is so this is who's 200. Oh, that's
John Smith and Lisa Smith.
Which is strange, because isn't it interesting? This house is, I mean, just side note, is labeled 200 Ben Hill Road, and it's on the left-hand side, but yet like 165, that's supposed to be the odd numbers. Shit, it dropped him again. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It drops you, and then it drops me. At least that's what I see when I look at it.
Huh. Do you remember Jody Sue had a video driving up drive to White House, Red Roof, and Big Barn? Do you remember you could see shadows between barn slats? No? They might have, OG Nanny. That is something that Fred mentioned today or yesterday. I always go back to Grandis's statements this summer, how she described her in the interview. But what I was saying about this is, like, isn't that interesting that this house is 200 and, like, for some reason it's
everything else on that side is odd numbers.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. But side note, this is one of the barns, and the thing that she was interested in because
she named certain things that the barn looked like and stuff, and how the doors was made and stuff, and that barn right there has exactly what she said.
And this would be going into, when she said Candace went the wrong way, then she would normally go, well, that's obvious. She would never ever turn right into the holler ever in her car. She would never go right. She's always going to go left to go towards Beach Creek and out of the holler, like, because they're all the way at the beginning.
And then the hunchback lives out there too, the lady.
Yeah, the hunchback lady.
No, right there.
Oh yeah, right here. I'm sorry. It's right across the
And see,
street.
she used to meet people right here in that pullover spot. She used to meet a red Dodge truck right there a lot, exchanging some kind of package. She was
Yeah.
picking up packages from them right there.
So what's interesting, especially interesting too about that, is that this for some reason they were telling them not to go out on their property that first night. For some reason,
Well,
according
it
to
was
his
several
wife.
days that they wasn't allowed on their property. It was like a week.
Yeah, because she was like,
Right.
I finally got the. Go ahead.
They didn't want the individual houses out there searching. They wanted to have their people, being the police and the fire department, have their people searching, and especially when they started bringing the dogs in. And that was always my impression of that. Is
Well, they were
they
encouraging
didn't want
people to test. They were encouraging people on the news to, go into their own properties. And Fred said, like, that's what they told him.
You
Fred.
see on the back corner of this property is where that footprint was supposed to be found.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too. On the back
If you'll
corner
go
of this
back,
property is also
keep
where
going
one of the
back this
footprints
way.
were found. Okay.
Keep going
But
back this line right here.
Okay.
Just keep going back to
the
the back corner.
the time frame of when they wanted people to start searching their property was not till later after the searches.
The corner. This little spot, this spot right in here is where they were searching for the footprint.
That's
The
pretty
last
far back.
footprint.
Yeah. It's hard to see. I wish I could. Sorry. All right.
No, you're
RJ.
fine.
I tried. Haven't used this for a while, so I was trying to
No, you're fine.
figure out how to mark things. But anyways, add placement here. Okay, so
And see, that's where Andy talked about. He used to go through there to his cousin's house through that cut.
yeah, that's the cut. Okay, so right there is where one of the footprints was, where you guys could see that blue mark, and then the barn. The main, I think, would you say this one's the main, probably the more sus one of the two barns?
I would think, yes.
Let's see. Who owns the house across from the church on Beach Creek just before Fields Road?
Wasn't that the one we were saying was
that's a new house that they just built. Pumpkin Morlock, one of the grave diggers owns it. Almost straight across from the church. They just built that house not too long ago, a few years or something. But it was built before I went to jail, so.
Shit, I was muted. I was saying sorry, RJ. You know what happened once again?
No, it's okay. It's okay. We're good. Don't worry. Something is trying to stop us tonight for some reason.
Right? Yeah, it's kind of.
I mean, it was just odd that they told them not to be out on their property and stuff, But I heard the law enforcement talk about other things too about that piece of property that they didn't know if it was either they said they felt like it was a safe house. They were using that place as a safe house.
Is that a safe house mean like where you hide people?
I don't know what they meant by safe house.
What would it mean? What would it mean, RJ, if the police called a house that it's saying a house is being used as a safe house? What would you take from that?
That it's not in a local owner. It gets used for other purposes by federal.
No, because they said either a safe house or what was the other one?
Right, local
or a stash house. They said safe house or stash house.
That's what they had mentioned about that house.
So I figured it was something illegal, like a safe house. The only thing I could think of is like.
I mean, it's just weird everything they said about that. Place.
So.
And then see, they're originally from Baltimore. Maryland. They didn't live there too long before Summer went missing. And then now they divorced and stuff too, that man and woman has.
Are they cool with? Are they friends with like everybody else in the holler? Like, are they?
They used to be real cool with Ed Redmond and stuff.
Hmm.
Then see, Ed's one that told him if he wasn't up with getting rid of me out of the holler, down not to come back to his house and stuff. That's what he brought up to me that day.
Anyways, sorry, RJ.
No, you're fine. I asked the question of Fred, and who was happy to oblige with an answer, and it got into another conversation, which is fine because, like I said, we were planning on using tonight if anything came up to expand on what was said or new topic of information, and that's where we're at. So we're good.
See,
I don't know if we're gonna go into. I probably shouldn't point out who owns every single house like that.
I mean, just like Bell Road. Bell Road's just a short road. There's a long driveway off of Bell Road, which is a private drive that comes back.
Yeah, isn't there only one house on Bell Road or something?
No, there's several houses on Bell Road, but Bell Road ain't but I don't know, it ain't even a quarter mile long. It's just short.
Oh.
And it ends, and then it's a private drive that breaks off of it that goes all the way back behind Ben Hill and stuff. That's also a private drive.
Hmm.
And there's just one house on it at the very end, and it's right behind Ed Redmond's house, actually.
Let's see. Oh,
Right. I agree with what Jessica Johnson was saying. It's a house where you could keep somebody safe. I don't think it would be used by like Kingsport. I think it would be something that's used for somebody that's outside of this area that the police are like witness protection type of deal where they're having to put somebody temporarily. It's so remotely located that is exactly what it is. And that's what I was trying to say.
well, what? Yeah. So Fred just overheard them law enforcement talking about that property and just was saying like they didn't know if it was being used as a safe house or a stash house. So that's the only thing I was, and it's the property that has a barn on it. So I never really focused so much on this guy, but I didn't know like he'd only been there a little bit before Summer went missing.
A year before Summer went missing.
That is interesting.
And he seemed. I wonder.
He's the same character that never wears shoes.
Yeah. He seemed like a nice enough guy to have a conversation with him.
He actually helped law enforcement.
He was interviewed too. I mean,
he was on that news interview.
Yeah, he was on the interview.
One of the last searches he supposedly helped on or something with, and he spoke on it a little bit.
It's a shame because it was right in the middle of what Fred was saying, and I could piece together what he was saying, but there was a couple seconds missing there.
Yeah, you were saying he was we were talking about how you never wear shoes, and he was on the news.
Yeah.
They interviewed him for the news one time, and he helped with the search.
That was one of the last searches they done with the drones and stuff.
So I was going to pull up, let's see, the other one real quick.
Unfortunately, not Moonshine Girl. I'm not a TV person myself. I am unless it's like the news or sports that are on.
Trying to get the freaking figure out is this Stardust Drive, Fred? There's Rolling Hills and Lone Star.
Stardust goes off it to you.
Okay.
After that one.
Okay. Oh, dang. It won't let me go back there. Ah, no. Dang it. Where am I at?
You're way down. You need to go back up one.
Ah. We're going to go back. Just do it like. Okay.
Green.
These.
Yeah. Which one?
Red truck.
Oh, yeah, go back up one.
Is it on the other side?
No,
I was right in front of.
I think it's on that. This one. Well, I don't know. You got me turned around. Turn on.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's on.
huh?
It's on.
Maybe I
right
couldn't
there.
see it from the road because look, it's like the here. I'll show. We'll go back. Okay, yeah, there's
it's
the green
hard to see
barns
it.
right here. There's the green barns, and you said it's which one of them?
It was that back one.
Oh, the back one. So, yeah, I don't know if that would be able to be seen from the street view because it's way back there. Are you still there, RJ?
I am,
Okay.
but no, this wasn't green. It was the wood was grayed, like it had been.
Oh, no,
been
no, no. This
weathered.
is one of the ones that this is one of the other two barns that
Oh, okay. My apologies.
Was focused on too, and this is off of, I guess this is called Star Dry or Stardust or Starlight Drive. Yeah, that's right. It's watching my mandatory IG. Sent you 20 a day. My opinion, according to what all I've listened to on YouTube, there are allegedly possibly North Carolina ties. Am I maybe correct, or is it speculation because of possible trafficking from? I mean, what do you think, RJ? I've been talking so much. Sorry.
If somebody wanted to quickly get out of the area, you would think, because of the way the highways are located, I-26, I-81, the quickest is going to be to go in.
Oh, OG Nanny, thank you. And we lost freaking our special guest again. I'm crazy. I've never had this happen so much, RJ.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So going back to what I was saying, the quickest route would be to go into Virginia because you can jump on I-26 or I-81. And it's a few miles, unless you're going to go in through Bristol, which is going to take about half an hour.
And see, the brother that lives beside of that barn, the owner to that barn, is one that was messing with Jody so much when she was little, supposedly by him.
Oh, I forgot who. Yeah, because it was oh, yeah. They used to brag about stuff, yeah.
At the point of 2021, of course, the hurricane that went and messed up this whole area with the highways, you could get to into North Carolina, into the Asheville, North Carolina area if you stayed on 126 or I-26 and went south. But, that's also like you're counting on nobody spotting you if you're going to do that kind of maneuvering, because it's going to require a vehicle and, the type of deal. There's a lot of variables in that possibility.
Yeah. Just noticing how secluded this one is, but of course there's a lot of secluded freaking buildings and stuff and tennis. I mean, gosh, I wish we could kind of look at it like side view, but
Well, Tanya, Kingsport, I-26, it stops at the Tennessee-Virginia line. And so you're talking about, what is it, exit is it 13 is to get onto I-81 or somewhere in about there, and then there's many different roads you can get off of. The smaller, the more local road, if you're going to do that type of thing, is your higher probability or chance. But the highways to get out of state quick, that's where he would have had to go, or if somebody would have had to go.
I just wish somebody would check that one dump that all them people in that community right there uses right on out from that barn.
oh, where's that at? So there's a dump here that Fred thinks needs to be checked. Ryan finds truth. Pay attention. Okay. Where?
Oh no. You see the power line. See this road here goes around.
Yeah.
See there's a power line right here. Right in right there.
This is a dump. Everybody just comes and dumps their
All them locals do.
trash. Look at that. I mean, they're not really supposed to do that, are they?
No. That's utilities. That's utilities. A utilities tower there. That would be rented from whoever actually owns.
Is that really steep?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have to walk sideways to go down it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever show that to? We'll have to screenshot that, I guess. I think you did show that to Donna. We try to, anyways. There's so much freaking stuff that it's so much. But yeah, there's a dump site right back here that has only. Can anybody get to it though? Is it open to the public?
No, they usually have to go through the land. I mean, they just open the landowner's gate and go through it. There's many roads that goes to it though, from different areas.
So people,
like from that cleaning place Andy worked for, the street sweepers and stuff, they have access and all that to it too.
So the place that Andy worked for has access to it?
Or used to, did. A lot of people used to have access to it.
Right. Don's dad lived in Kentucky. Well, yeah. Oh, there's RJ. I need to keep my mouse on the right side of my computer so I could just keep it right there every time it drops them.
I was sitting here talking. I didn't realize it dropped me.
Yes.
So the other point that I found very interesting last night, and to touch on, is you personally. Not saying this is tied to you, but you have 3 other people that have intuitive abilities that surround you now.
Yeah.
That have all mentioned that they believe that at some point or other during the day that something was given to Summer to knock her out.
Yeah.
Electronic medium. Donna yesterday was saying it, and I said it too.
Yep.
There's if you, I don't know how I don't know everybody's understanding of how something like that would work. And please understand, I'm not saying let's have an open conversation about that. This isn't the right channel. If we did want to have a conversation like that, Ziggy or myself, even though I don't use it, we have a channel we can go on and talk about that kind of thing. But to have a repeating theme, or it becomes there's something legitimately to it, is what I'm trying to get at. It's horrible, is what it is. and unfortunate.
I was talking about I was gonna answer, or I guess it's not answer, it's just make a statement to Tanya's statement. Don's dad lived in Kentucky. Yeah, Don has ties to a lot of places in the United States, but yeah, he did have a father that had a place, and his stepdad, the Kelly character, I think his name's Earl Kelly or something. Hey, just saying. Hey, oh. His name says RJ. Only says that up here when he comes up here. His name usually says RJ. I don't know why it says RR here. Probably because it's RJ because you do
right.
RJ.
I didn't realize when we were on Restream when I named myself. I could probably change it, but what it is that Restream uses initials, and the way I type it out is just 2 letters RJ space RJ, so it's picking up initials R. So let's see if this fixes that for you guys.
Penton says they went to Warrior's Path and did not stay long. They got very emotional. Surprisingly, like I don't know. I never felt like that or had any type of like really feelings like significantly. I mean, it was very uncomfortable being up on the wells at one time, but I mean, that was, but of course that's, as far as though being on the road and stuff, I never felt any type of, I wasn't really scared. I mean, of course it is, we are going back there first time or second, when you don't know anybody and stuff, and you hear all these bad things about the road and the people and stuff. It is kind of scary, but you have to go in there, first of all, don't go in there alone your first time. You don't want to go in there alone, and you want to go with somebody else, but it's not really, I don't know. I never got that creepy feeling. Did you get well, you said you sat across the street and saw how you felt at one point to just see.
Yeah, that again involves my intuitive side. It's I wanted to get see what interactions I was having in the cemetery type of deal, and if they had any tales to tell type of deal. We'll talk. We can talk about that one differently if you want, because there was a lot of information I got that day. So not.
Oh gosh, it's gonna drop him again. Okay, there he's back.
I wanted to be able to just observe Beach Creek Road and Ben Hill Road, because they also said there was a lot of traffic, or they were looking for a specific vehicle that used that road.
Mm-hmm.
I've traveled down that road before, and I'll put it this way: as far as any hollers go that are in Tennessee, yes, there are some you don't want to go in after dark. And there are some that are perfectly fine to go drive down and pick up your friend. The point that we're making is, with this particular holler, and this, no disrespect to Fred, it has a reputation, and you don't want to be down there after dark. You want it's the deal that it is that if you're on that street or in that holler for the first time, and that nobody knows why you're there, they're going to find out. They're going to stop you. They're going to they're going to find out why you're there. There are
yeah, they do that,
and it's both good and bad. And again, no disrespect to Fred. I'm going to emphasize that 20 times.
Again at all.
I'm going to emphasize that 20 times. but of the different kinds of connections that ran through that area, you just didn't want to be there without somebody that knew why you were there or was from that area, or because it made it the vibe you got was it was uncomfortable because you were being watched and you knew you were watched.
Mm-hmm. You definitely, they'll definitely come up behind you. Like I've definitely a couple times when I've been out there, I've had a car follow me and pull up, want to know what I was doing.
It's
One
like, can I
was
help
Fred.
you? Who are you looking for?
This thing you do, just pull over and let them know what you doing.
Yeah, and that's what I did, and I let Fred know immediately. Oh, obviously, because I
Right.
pulled
That's
in your
also how
driveway.
you
I
met.
just go in there like one.
That's also how you met Fred. Let's be fair.
Well, just like when we went on Blackberry Lane and stuff, and
Mhm.
that guy followed us back out and stuff.
Yeah.
I just pulled over and talked to him.
Yep. Yeah.
That's the
It's
best
happened
thing to
several
do.
times. Been stopped, like what asked us what we're up to. But yeah, as far as this, there was a homicide in Christian. I think it's
700 block of Christian.
700 block of Christian Band. I don't know the victim, but we found out who the name of the person who was arrested by looking at the inmates that were brought in Hawkins County and looked at the charges. And of course, there was a man brought in for second-degree murder last night named Ronnie Marshall. So,
Years
yeah.
ago, when I lived in
around the location too, with certain ones that was around Ben Hill and stuff,
Yeah,
just give you an example of like a contrast. I back when I lived down near Johnson City Gray area, off of was it Boones Creek Road? Going down the opposite of where you the down towards I can't remember, is it Jonesboro? Anyway, there was a haunted forest back there, and I had an ex that it was at the beginning of the holler, and back that way you can get to where an ex of mine lived, and she lived in a holler, and it was they had about I don't know 10, 15 acres back there.
Who?
But the point I'm making is that holler, that area, I would tell somebody to go drive through without thinking twice, because it's well lit, wide open, and you don't have anything, the reputation of what that Ben Hill Road area had.
Who? So somebody just told me. And sorry, I kind of got distracted because of an interesting text I just was sent. And did it just drop RJ again? Yes, it fucking did, dude.
It did.
Oh my god.
So I heard you were saying something about a text message.
Yeah.
I missed what you had said right before you said about the text message.
I got a text message about a property that was just sold and put into the Chimney Top Revocable Trust. I think which is the same trust that the Fields Road property was put into.
Yeah.
And they said, who is, I don't know who they are though. Okay, so
that's the same people that own the property so you remember the video of when Don Wells went driving around?
What, 3492 property?
No, I'm saying you remember the video of when Don Wells went driving around in his truck, and it was the backside of by where the old schoolhouse.
Are you talking about the text I just got? Are you talking about the same thing?
Yes. Okay, so that area ground that he drives around, that's in like the inside. It's the same. I'm just saying this more for everybody than anything else. It's the same people that own that interior piece of land that they actually volunteered to have for the police to use their horses. So these aren't necessarily bad people. It's
That's
just,
Larry Copus' place. The first place I said that name is
Who?
Larry Copus as firstborn. I thought Jens was talking
Yeah,
about.
who is that? It just
I
got
just know him as Larry Copus.
it just got put into chimney top revocable trust.
Mm-hmm.
Same as that the
Because
fields.
that's the volunteer fire department right there.
right.
So which one did you say is the right over here? This one?
What?
Right here?
What are you talking about?
3492 Beach Creek.
Well, you had it pointing toward that barn. I just tell you who owned that barn.
This property right here.
I don't know who owns that piece of property right there.
You don't think it goes with the barn across the street?
No.
But she says right here, it says Larry right here.
Yeah, Larry Copus.
I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. He did have a lot of property around Beach Creek and sold a lot of it out. So
Oh, okay. But so I'm just confused what this is supposed to mean. That's why I'm wondering.
This is
Or the
where I thought you was
significance.
talking about that one barn a while ago when I said Larry Copus, and then we was talking about the Morgans.
So I guess, and now this might be something that would be something for like D's true crime to look into. I guess. So this property 3492, which Beach Creek, was just put into that chimney top revocable trust. Isn't that the same trust as Fields Road one?
I think it is.
I think so.
So what's that mean? What would that mean?
There's a family that has a lot of money, that has a lot of property out there, and they just, for some whatever reason, had gotten the land rights for this property, and it's now part of that trust. By the way, that family lives in if I remember correctly, lives in Florida. Most of them live in Florida.
Huh.
They happen to own property in the
Yeah.
Beach Creek area.
Yeah, I was just I'm just kind of confused if what this actually means really. I'm curious by it, but I'm just didn't know if that means it's related to the Fields property, a Fields Road property. Like,
it's interesting. It's an interesting piece of information. I'm not so sure that it would be like directly tied to Summer Wells, though.
is it tied to the Fields Road property? Is what I'm saying, though. That if it's tied to the Fields Road property, that would be interesting because, why is it in the same trust as that property? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to look into more of this later because I guess I just don't understand.
Right. No, I hear you. I know that family owns a lot of land, and I know they like this particular piece of property they would have that has a house on it, they would rent it, lease it out, whatever. But the family itself that are associated with that trust, I've never heard anything negative about them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of where I leave it.
I don't know what I'd have to look into. I don't even know really what. To be honest, I don't even understand how a trust works. So I'm, it's probably not something I should even talk on. I just had got that information, and I thought it sounded interesting that it was in the same type of that it was under the same trust as that property.
Well, see, they're just two plots of property in between the Fields Road property and that piece of property.
Oh, so this one's really close to the Fields Road property?
Yeah, it's close to it.
Oh, so the person probably just wanted to own the whole area right there, maybe.
Yeah. There's two different pieces of property in between it.
Hair Colors and Crimes just put a bit of information that would help you on that.
And Hensley's. Bobby Bernard joins that property, and then Karen Hensley joins Bobby Bernard's property, and then Andy's parents' property next.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. You know how I get on these. Something bothers me, and I have to figure it out.
Right. No. So the Hair Crows and Crimes is making the point that I was not wording as well as she did. That it's a trust. Just like if you were to set up a trust, like you have a windfall money, you set up a trust. But you can you don't. The type of trust they have is you can put land into, and the family owns it, manages it, but it's in the trust's name, and it's kind of like if you've ever heard of having an irrevocable trust, meaning that it gets passed on
Right.
to
That's
the
what
next
this
generation.
is.
Exactly. And it's a
Well,
tax
this one's
holding or
revocable.
tax.
This one's not irrevocable. This one's revocable. But yeah.
Well, I just I used irrevocable because you hear that a lot more in the news than anything the other kinds. But Hair Crows and Crimes has it right.
Okay, so wow, Faza, do you think that would? You think your opinion is that Summer was unalive when Candace and Hunter were together that day? Why do you think that happened? Would you think that are unalive like intentionally? There are so many family with family, friends with friends involved in this case. Yeah, I know. Yeah, thank you, hair curlers and crime. I understand Trust. I was wondering what was the significant to the case. Just that the Bernard property on Fields Road was put into the same trust as it. Nothing really. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is something. I don't know. Dee's True Crime talks about it a lot, and
from my understanding and my recollection going back to 2021, the family that Trust is under or over whatever, when they found out where they were searching and the property, the areas they were searching, they reached out to the police. They were like, do you guys need any assistance with searching? What do you need? You know, like I was saying, they said you can use our horses, just let us know and we'll make arrangements for you to be able to use our horses to get into some of the trails and whatnot back there.
Yeah. So it says a trust is usually a number of people that own a piece of property. If it is sold cash, has to be split between those people, not just one person owns it. Okay.
I believe this is one family, multiple generations that own that or have that trust.
And I think people are interested in that because of the timing of when that property was put into the trust, you know, the Fields Road property and everything with the case and that disturbed land that was allegedly found there and stuff. So, but yeah, to be fair, I don't know anything about trust really, so I can't really.
It's a legal holding. A trust is a legal holding. It's got certain rights and that by law that it's regulated by. And so it's actually a good idea. And this is just a little bit of advice to anybody. If you ever have a situation where you're in a windfall of money, to put because it protects that person, to put all that type of stuff into a trust.
Yeah. Maybe someday I'll be in that position. But until then, I should know about this stuff, and I've taken classes on it and stuff, but I don't, like in college but I don't remember much about it. Like maybe I might have one class or something. Why did Ronnie Lassen fire EquiSearch from continue to help find evidence and such? I thought they had possible digital evidence, which is good. Well, I was really hoping that we could get Shannon on here from EquiSearch, and she said that she would be a guest on my channel sometime. So maybe Shannon, hint, hint, if you are listening, she's no longer with EquiSearch, so maybe she'll come on here. She said she would. It would just be a matter of finding the right, the right time, kind of like how it was with Donna, all of us trying to get our schedules together. But yeah, she would have those type of answers. I do know that she was concerned, or that the way she said it seemed like they were concerned about how Hawkins County were trying to push them out of, and also with that disturbed land that was found on Fields Road, like stuff when that was found, they immediately, pushed them out. They didn't. It wasn't they no longer, they didn't really share info with them. They seemed to Hawkins County didn't want very many other entities involved. No, you didn't disrupt my stream at all. I'm glad you sent that to me, to the person who texted me. Because I'm really curious about that property and what that could mean, if anything, you know what I mean? So no, I just was confused. You didn't disrupt. We're just having an open conversation about Summer Wells here, and me and RJ do this about weekly now is the plan anyways. So
Right. And sometimes, you look at information and then somebody asks us a question or says, "Hey, what about this?" And then you with the information that Ziggy, she's by far at this point done a lot more research than I have. The amount of research I have done, it's good for us to collaborate and talk about it. We honestly, I don't care what other channels say at this point. This is the number one spot for people that actually care about what happened to Summer Wells.
oh, thank you. I agree. I think that's a lot. There is a group of us that seem to kind of bunch together, the ones that really do want answers, and then you see the others that just want, I don't know, to play games. I'm tired of the games. And
I
maybe
mean,
I'm tired of any of my possible, or past involvement in any of it. I don't want anything to do with it. I've learned my lesson. Okay.
well, let's just look at it this way. It was Fred last night said that when Don Wells came down to talk to him, the night that Summer was missing, reported missing, the police were all involved searching. It was that night he started talking about. It was that night that he was talking about the resurrection.
Right.
That right there already tells you that he emotionally removed himself.
Yeah. That's very concerning. That's not normal at all. I mean, that's just not. It's just not normal. It's just not normal what a StreamYard or Restream's doing either. But it keeps dropping RJ every freaking 5 seconds. But
Miss Justice, I saw your question. That's an undetermined still. I don't consider myself to be a creator any longer. I don't. I like the position that I'm in now, where I'm helping Ziggy. I'll put it that way. Or collaborating with Ziggy a little bit. But as far as my actual channel goes, I don't think so. But I'm not going to 100% say no.
it's just, yeah, he's just, you never know. You never know. Maybe he might be live tomorrow. You never know, on his own channel. He might decide he's bored and decide he has something on his mind.
I definitely will be putting something.
But
I definitely will be putting something out on my. Well, I have to see if I still can log into that channel. I forget the password for it, but my other channel, not my main channel, I I'm looking towards next year and already and putting thoughts together about that and the content for that other channel. I might start doing something again with that.
You have another channel, you said?
Yeah, like your alternate channel, your Empress
Oh,
channel.
you have a spiritual channel?
Yes.
Okay.
When I had that my health scare at the beginning of the year, end of last year, when I stopped, I stopped everything. Everything just I had to stop and focus on getting myself right again.
Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely most important, because if you're not good, you can't help anybody else, or be of any help here to,
Hmm.
or a friend, anybody here, or anything. Got to
Right,
focus on ourselves. Self-love, everybody.
right, and trust me, I'm a little bit disappointed it's taken as long as it did, but it's being managed. I'll put it that way. My blood pressure is good again. I'm not having. It was a blood pressure issue all along. Yes, Miss Justice.
A new summer moon Utah wells law in Tennessee. It's old and outdated. There's a summer moon Utah wells law in Tennessee.
It's more associated with Evelyn Boswell,
Oh,
but
okay.
they tie Summer Wells into that because she was the first case to fall under that about the reporting.
Like reporting, what was
A
the?
missing kid.
Oh, it being a law that you have to report.
You have a time limit, otherwise the parents can be charged. Yes, criminally
What's the
charged.
time limit?
I believe it's 48 hours.
Dang.
Well, Megan Boswell, Evelyn Boswell, who followed the path of Casey Anthony, which was say she was with a babysitter and actually not reported for months. So
Yeah,
they had
that's
to do
just
something.
right. I mean, that's a way to at least get these parents. They can't get them. They can't pin them for the child's disappearance, knowing that they are involved, because obviously they would have reported it forever ago. So that they, I guess they pin them with that, whatever they can. Did you know? I just got another text from the same person. Did you know that the putt golf place was also sold November of 2021? That golf place that
I had
David
heard it was
Watson.
up. I had heard it was up for sale, but I didn't. I don't know anything about it being sold.
Yeah, supposedly it was sold November. I guess we'll have to look into that. November of 2021. And that person who owns that putt place also owns a property on Beach Creek. I wonder if it's that. I do know that Fred was showing us that just earlier today. Oh my God. Anyways, I'm supposed to go live here in a little bit, and about 30 minutes on my other channel to do readings also. So I'll know then not to use Restream, I guess. I try to save, like, you only get so much StreamYard, free StreamYard. Now they've raised the price from, it used to be like 25 a month. They raised it to $45 or something
It's
for the base.
ridiculous.
It's
It's ridiculous.
crazy.
When they did that, they had because it was you could only use it in like Mozilla Firefox or Chrome. It was not for like any Apple products, no Safari or anything like that. They recently said they added Safari support, but it doesn't work on Safari still. So yeah, some of the features that they added onto there, if you have a what do you want to call it, deck, where you can pre-program sounds and stuff like that, you get better quality on it than you do with what they've done.
So yeah, so listen to this. That putt place, somebody said so it shows that when you Google it says the new ownership took place in November of 2021 and they rebranded it after the previous owners retired. It says the name was changed from Putt Putt Golf and Games to Farragut Golf and Games.
The sign still says putt putt.
Does it?
Yeah.
It says the new owners took over on November 23rd, 2021. Huh.
Yeah. I have had the opportunity, I'll put it that way, to go down that way by cab, because where I was going, I had to take a cab. The sign still says putt putt golf, and but it's possible that the legal ownership, they just never changed the sign because it's what Kingsport knows it as.
Cabs, I'm sorry, but cabs, did you say cab? Do they still exist? Do you mean an Uber?
Yes. I mean Uber, Lyft, whatever. It's just in general a cab.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I was really curious. Do they really still exist?
Actually, there is a cab company.
Yeah. I don't know how they stay in business because I can't imagine it's cheaper or as cheap as Uber or Lyft. But
they're being dirty. The cab companies are being dirty. They own the vehicles in a lot of areas. They'll own the vehicles and they'll have their people register with Uber or Lyft, and they'll make it so it's diluted, or there's so many drivers that nobody outside of them. You can't get many trips or unless and it pushes everybody else out. So it's only the companies that own the vehicles.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, Kingsport area used to use a lot of cabs.
Kingsport area did.
Right. So Kingsport, Uber and Lyft is actually not a big thing in the area. There's still the more local cab companies. If you were to go down to Johnson City, where you have the bigger colleges, that's where they are really big.
Right. You're probably right. It matters what part of the United States that you're in for sure. Like, certain places in the United States, now we're way off topic, but yeah, I've noticed that in different areas I've lived, like people use different transportation. Some areas like people don't even need a vehicle. Like if you're going to live in New York City or something, a lot of people walk everywhere. Or yeah, same thing with South Beach. It's like that there too a lot because it's crazy trying to get from one place. I mean, you're going to take an hour to go a mile. But anyways, Hunter is very scary that he was involved. What happened this summer that day. You don't think the sign still says putt putt? I drive by every day, but you will look. Okay. Yeah, I think because the sign was kind of I don't know. It was a really noticeable. It was kind of a cool sign, if I remember right, or maybe not.
It's Putt Putt Fun Center.
It dropped you for a second, but what's new?
Right.
He and his family spent a lot of time on that hill. Well, I don't know. I hear Don B told me that he contacted, which I think he put a video up about it, so I think it's okay for me to say, but he told me that he contacted TBI and his impression, now it's all about his impression was that they seemed still very, very interested in Hunter for some reason, which I've never focused on him much because he was a child at the time, and I don't know. But I can't. If there was any if he was involved in any way, like I think it would be disgusting of whoever got him involved, to involve a child into doing some kind of being involved in such a thing. That would be horrible. So I don't know what to think of it.
Ziggy, if you would go ahead and hit that share real
Okay.
quick. There's this is a 2025 Google Maps.
Oh, that's yeah.
It still says putt putt.
Is that the same sign that it was?
No.
Yeah, I guess it is a little bit, or I guess it is this kind of. Or
I
pretty
thought
much
it was
the
a
same.
white sign with blue letters on it before. I could be wrong. But I just wanted to show that it does still say putt putt.
Yeah. Let's see. So you think Hunter is a victim? He's still around because of the people that are involved in this case. That's why he will not say anything, because he doesn't want to be. Yeah, Hunter's sister, True, did say a lot about what happened on that hill. That is true.
Which, that's the thing, is in what she said confirms everything we've always been suspicious of.
Yeah. She told about that that time that she claimed that Summer had got into some drugs, one time, and they brought Summer over, and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, I can't even imagine. It was supposed, what they say, was it meth or coke? It was either meth or cocaine. I mean, something crazy. They said that do you guys remember the drug that they said that she had got into? That is just crazy.
What? Who had gotten into?
You remember True's story about Summer getting into the drugs or some had taken some drug, and then they brought Summer over, and True said she had to was sitting there trying to calm down this child that was high out of their mind, talking about Summer, that she was freaking out. You don't remember that story?
I remember the story, but I don't remember what she had gotten into.
Yeah. We should listen to that again. Here's maybe next time or whatever.
Sure.
I do have to go here in a second because
no, I know. I need to go and eat myself. I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Summer was 3 when she got into that meth. I know.
Was it meth?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
That's what somebody in the chat is saying as well.
And they took her there to
when she was 3 years old.
Taking her to the hospital.
Wow, that's crazy. How is that even? That's wow.
Right.
All
exactly.
Well,
yeah, I heard your question loud and clear, and I'm going to say exactly.
Sorry about our issues with the freaking internet.
Ironically, it's calmed down quite a bit the last few minutes.
Imagine that.
But anyway, I will. If you have a link to your live for what you're doing with your other channel later, you might want to drop that in the chat here. I
don't have it set up yet. So, but guess who dropped?
I jinxed it.
I almost asked you if you did that on purpose, because that was so great how the timing.
No, I did not do that. But no, it was wow. It was such a round of timing.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm going to say good night.
Yeah,
we'll see you in your other
Empress
live.
Ziggy. If you type in Empress Ziggy, you'll find me. I'll be on there in 20 minutes or so. So
I will see you over there.
All right, guys. Thank you, RJ.
Bye.
And until next time, bye.